All right, so fellas, I got to talk to y'all about this. You know, every man that I personally know, family, friends, associates, co-workers, whatever, every man that I've ever personally known that has ever told me, I have a good woman. My woman stands by me. She's there. I mean, man, we pay bills. We do everything together. There's no, taking out the garbage is a man's. Nope, she'll take out the trash. We do whatever. We pay bills together. We do everything. We go half and half or whatever needs to be done. We just do it. Like, there's no, we love each other unconditionally. Okay? When you put conditions on things, you can't say it's unconditional love. But they say that. Every man that I've ever known that said that to me. If they ended up cheating on that woman or breaking up with that woman because she's boring or, man, she just don't want to do nothing, man. Like, I'm not. So wait, is she clean? How's the hygiene? Oh, no, she's squeaky clean. Okay, check. Does she have fun with you? Yeah, like, the thing is, man, like she be chilling. Like, nah, I come home, she smell good, she wears sexy, things, or she be naked for me and all that, man. But, like, I be wanting, like, to go out to clubs and chill and, like, you know what I'm saying? Go out, like, to the beaches and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, she like a homebody. You know what I'm saying? Yo, she cooks. I come home, man, food is cooked. The house is always clean, this and this and this. But you trade that in because you want a chick that want to run the streets, basically. So you want a partner in crime. That's what you say. And you probably feel like you need her with you to keep you from cheating. Because basically you out there, you just, first of all, men, we don't take our girls to the clubs. That's not a place for couples. I don't go to clubs anyway, but bottom line. So what you want to do is trade this good woman in for these motherfuckers that is always out in the clubs and want to run about half naked all the time. Now, every single one of them, when they broke up, they suffered. They realized what they had, but they fucked up. They try to reach out, she don't want to be involved, or she done got involved with somebody else, and they cut them off, and now they fucked up. Now you done went out there and found the hood rat that you're looking for. You done knocked her up, and she already got 5 or 6 kids by somebody else, or by 5 or 6 different men. Every single one of these situations, this is what gets me. Your girl is fun to be around. She's very affectionate. She loved the kiss and cuddle, and she loved the fuck. She, like, everything is about you and her. You got a woman that everything is about you. This woman is there for you. Your childish, immature ass is more focused on somebody that just want to be on the road all the time. Now you get this chick that, nigga, I ain't paying no bills. You pay them bills. But she don't mind spending your money. She don't mind being on the road with you. No. But now you get to the point where you're like, nah, man, this ain't right. What's not right? Nah, man, she walk around with her ass cheeks all out, titties all out. Yo, man, niggas be trying to holler at her and shit, man. She in there blushing and shit. Oh, now you want to turn her into what you had. And she's like, fuck that, nigga. You boring. Why we stop going out? Now all of a sudden she replaced you. You stay home. I'm going out with my homegirls or whoever, right? See, this is some shit I never understood. And this is something that I explain to women, so people don't get it twisted. Like me, I don't believe in that, oh, she's boring. Like, wait. I know situations where you got a female, won't do her hair, had the same pajamas on all day with them long ass socks on, just sleeping, just sitting there, just watching the same stupid music videos over and over and fucking Madea movies, just like just don't want to do anything, no enthusiasm. And okay, I can understand this, right? That is some boring shit. You want to go out, she don't want to go nowhere and all that. We're not even talking about that. She just don't want to do nothing. Just some motherfucker just sit up. And this is what I'm saying. Don't bathe. Don't do nothing. Just, it's like, what the fuck? Okay, did you know this beforehand? I'm not telling you there's not situations that can happen where you realize this is not what I wanted. But this is not the case. I'm talking like, and he said no. If I want to go somewhere, she'll go. But it's like she just don't never like, yo, baby, let's do this. It's always like I got to be the one to say, hey, let's go. I'm like, yo. So in other words, you just looking for shit to be a problem. You don't know how good you have it. Because, man, to find a female that's just down for you and whatever, man, wow. Well, and I say, even remember having a conversation saying, why you don't just come up and say, babe, what's some things you want to do? What's some places you want to go? And if she can't think of nothing, then you say, what you think about this or this, this, or this? And if she's cool, then cool. Well, what's the problem? Cause, man, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Show some enthusiasm. I'm like, okay, so in other words, when y'all go where y'all go, do y'all have a good time? Yeah. So what? I'm like, you're a bitch. That's the problem. You're just a bitch. Ladies, let me tell y'all something. Men that want to pay all the bills, men that don't want you to do nothing, but just, hey, you know, whatever, I give you money. They want control. The security that they have is that without me, you don't have shit. So even if you have a degree of some shit, well, what good is it doing you when you sit home and don't fucking work or do nothing? You don't contribute to shit. So without him, you have to work now, right? Unless you find another sucker that's just going to take care of you and your grown ass refused to work. So what the fuck did you get a degree for? Now, degree or no degree, bottom line, you're physically capable of working, right? So if you're sitting up being okay, I mean, because what happens, you know, one of the craziest things, and I don't think women think about this shit, if you got a man that's taking care of you, right? And let's just say something happens to this guy. Let's say y'all together for 20 fucking 5 years or some shit, right? Let's say y'all was together since you were 20. Now say both of you are 45 years old. That man dies. What the fuck are you going to collect? You haven't been working. You now you one of these people, damn, I'm going to have to work way past 65 now unless I find another guy. What type of little benefits package or what are you dependent on? Something happened to him, oh, I'll collect what do y'all have against working and contributing and helping? What I don't get this shit. When these men have this control, I'm gonna tell you something right now. There is nothing that you offer him that he needs from you. So he feels real powerful. Trust me, you start getting on his nerves. You know when he tell you he got a business meeting, or he got a meeting, they got a some type of convention, they got to go out of town and spend the night over here. Oh yeah, he's not going to tell you about the secretary, the co-worker, or whoever it might be that he's in there screwing. But I guarantee you, more than likely, you're being cheated on even when you think everything is okay, because there is nothing about you that he needs. Nothing. When he meets a woman that has her own money, that don't need a man to take care of her, even though that might change if they get together, that now that we're together, I don't feel like I need to work anymore, because a lot of y'all be on that. But now, he's not thinking that far ahead. But you know what he is thinking? I'm going to get all up in that ass crack. Fuck that. I'm going to get that. And you know what he's thinking about you? Yeah, this bitch probably home sitting there smiling at the mirror, her conceited, stuck-up ass, while I'm paying for everything, even though this was the agreement. Let me tell y'all something. There was a time when women wasn't going to sit back and allow a man to just do everything. We're in this together. I can tell you right now, there is nothing special about you because this man decides he's going to go with this I'll pay all the bills thing. And it's the same thing for you fellas. Y'all think there's nothing special. You are basically her man at the time. Something goes wrong and you don't have the same finances and you're going to find out who she's really made of. Our thing is, when these women act like a woman that stands by her man and contributes is wrong, you're a fool. And the fact that it bothers you shows who and what you are. This is why I tell people you should pay attention to everything that comes out of a person's mouth, because they're letting you know who and what they are. They're letting you know that. It's like, think about this, ladies. If you want your man to go down on you and he won't do it, and you have excellent hygiene, you're clean all the time, and you got that respect, you know you're clean, and you make sure everything, You smell good. You look good. You're walking around in front of him with the sexy outfits on, or your ass naked. Only thing you got on your body is flip-flops as you're walking on the floor. But your bottom line is, I mean, everything. If that man won't, especially if you know you're fine, that man won't go down on you. He won't give you that foreplay. He won't perform that oral on you. He won't do that dirty talk with you and all. He won't do these little kinky fanny. He won't do none of this shit with you. What's special about you? So if he won't do it with you, who will he do it with? One thing I learned about a lot of men is that these dudes will have a fine ass wife and will cheat on her. And according to them, my wife fine as hell, right? But you will cheat on her with some booger bear. And you'll do all these things. Let me tell you something, man. This was something that I remember happened some years ago. And it wasn't about the woman not looking good or whatever. It's just the fact that it's something about couples that they put restraints on. I won't do this, I won't, right? But they'll do these things with strangers. I remember this dude was saying, he like, talking to that, yo, me's a Rastafari, all that bullshit. You know, me not bow cat, you know, me not go down on no woman, all that bullshit, right? He will always say that, and I'm like, yeah, man, what all this, you never know, man, might have been up in there, now you put in your mouth all this shit, and I'm just looking at this motherfucker, right? I said, do you kiss your woman? He said, yeah, man. I said, so how you know she ain't suck his dick? I'm just saying. I mean, if your woman is loose like that, why are you with her, right? No, I'm not saying you don't know, but in case she do, so you know, then if you don't know, you put your mouth down, you know. I'm like, right, man, whatever, right? Same motherfucker telling me that, and this go so many different situations where this shit happen with men, but this one particular time, this motherfucker. The funny thing was, there was a female he met, right? This is what she did. He paid her. All she did, she let this motherfucker suck and lick on her toes, lick on her feet, lick in between her toes, give her oral, just lick her body all over. He didn't get the fucker. And she told me, plain and simple, that she's like, this is what she said to me. She said, Carl is a weak bitch. She said, we get along, right? She said, but he's a weak bitch. She said, Carl couldn't satisfy me. She said, he's a sissy. Just like Carl was trying to talk to me, and he kept telling me, like, she's like, you ever had like when somebody flirt, but they're not confident in the way they flirt with you. Like, you can see there's an interest, but he couldn't say what he really wanted to say. She said, so I could see he was soft, right? She said that, you know, he tried to flirt, but he's goofy, always laughing. He'll say something and he's laughing all the time. It's silly. She said, then he's trying to play this innocent role. He got a wife. So I'm like, okay. So she said that he's talking to me, and he talking about, you know, like, you know, they got a, you know, I would look, you know, a couple of drink and ding, you know what I'm saying? That. And she's like, that's all you want? He's like smiling. She's like, no, is that all you want? So she said she got real serious. She's staring at him with like a real serious face. She said she got up on him and was like, is that all you want with me? And he's like, all goofy. She said she grabbed him around the collar and was like, what do you want to do with me? Right? She said that the goofiness just kept going. And then she said she looked at him and she started staring at him. And he kept breaking eye contact with her. He couldn't even, you know. And she said that she was just like, when you off? Right? And she said that he told her, he's like, okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to come and you're going to come see me. And you're going to do what the fuck I tell you to do. I know a couple of dudes that done this kind of shit, man. They into this shit where these women will let you do all this oral shit to them, but you don't even fuck them. I don't see how you can go home to your wife, girlfriend, whatever, but this is the chick you with, and you claim y'all in love, and you won't go down on your chick. You won't do oral sex on your chick. You don't know how to satisfy your chick, but you will sit here and pay a woman to sniff her feet and jerk yourself off. You will sit there and I mean, you know, these dominatrix and all these women, they tell everything. So you went over there, you licked her underarms, you licked her feet, you licked her ass, you sucked on her toes, you played with yourself, she talked dirty to you, she spit in your mouth, she made you tell her that you're her bitch, she let you sniff her ass and all of that, and then basically you made yourself nut. She didn't even make you nut, you made yourself nut, but you won't satisfy your woman. I don't understand you dudes. Now, the other thing with that is, if you're in a relationship and you guys are always arguing and not getting along, yeah, that will turn a person off. When you get to that point, the relationship dies, the romance. I get all that. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about when people are saying, men are saying, nah, my woman is on point. That's my soulmate, man. I ain't gonna lie, but like, come on, man. Like, she a homebody. Every time I hear that shit, I'm like, why you want some bitch that's out in the streets? What she for the streets? Why do you want that? Why would you be mad at the fact you got a good woman? You're saying I got a good woman, bro. You come home to cook food, a clean house, and she's paying bills with you. The car need to be fixed. Oh, baby, don't worry. I got it. I'm going to drop it off at my so whatever. Just come get me. We going to come home and we going to fuck. And yeah, when the car done, we go back and get it. You got that type of motherfucker. You got a chick. Motherfucker told me, he said, yo, Aries, man. Yo, I took your advice. He's like, you was right, yo. This and this and that. And I'm talking to dude about being spontaneous and like how, yo, like you and your female need to be open about what you like and like just make it happen, man. And I was like, yo, don't ask her. Just go, and tell her, this is what I want from you, right? And he was just like, yo, Aries, the other night, yo, he's like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't be caring to know the details of what somebody did or whatever, but like, he told me, he was like, one of these things where like, I like spontaneousness, man. I don't, all that, let me go put on my lingerie. Let me turn some slow, man. Fuck that music. The only reason I've ever turned music on was to drown us out so people can't hear us and whatever. Because I don't like the, you can't really get into your shit if you got shit on your mind. Oh shit, somebody at the door or all this shit. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, especially when you fucking in the bed and banging on the floor and shit, and so all that shit. So it's like just all right, whatever. I'm good. You good? All right. So I said it's about being spontaneous, and he's like, "What you mean though?" I said, like, just say for example, right? I said, you know your woman's in the shower, you hear that, whatever, right? Now, bottom line, same thing. You go take your shower, whatever. Say she downstairs on the phone. That's my favorite. She on the phone and she talking. Oh yeah, the bill. When is it good? Just start eating out. Yeah, start sucking on her toes. Start playing. Yeah. And I was like, I'm telling you, just right, man. I told her, right? He's like, yo, he said he started doing that shit, right? He's like, yo, now when he started doing that, which I didn't need to know the feedback, but I'm saying, you motherfuckers be all lost, right? So he said, yo, he's like, Aries, the other night, he's like, yo, I did what you told me, bro. Like, yo, I started doing shit to her. Yo, that shit turned her on. She's like, yo, she like a beast now, yo. He was like, yo, the other night, he was like, yo, man, I'm in the room and shit. He's like, so I'm laying down and shit. He was like, she came out, yo, smelling good, bro. He was like, yo, she put all, smelling all good. She all oiled up and everything. He was like, yo, why the fuck she come sit on my face, bro? She sat on my chest, bro, right? And I'm trying to get up. So she's like, eat my ass first, right? Shoved my face up in there and was just, yeah, eat it, nigga. Like, he's like, yo, I'm like rock hard, dog. Like, yo, she just start talking shit. She start reaching back on my shit. Yo, bro, when I was hitting it, she just put her fucking feet up and spread her toes back. It was like, yo, lick them, like this, that, not like now, all this little fantasy shit. I'm saying, he's talking like, yo, like he's been dying for something like that. Never crossed his mind until we had this conversation, right? Now, all of a sudden, he like, yo, every time, pictures together all the time, everything, seem like the happiest couple, right? Same thing. It's your homebody. Like, yo, what is it with you motherfuckers that's your, why do you want to take, what is it about the club and the strip clubs? Why is it that you want to, look, when you're married, when you're in a relationship, you can't live like you're single. And there's certain places you stay the fuck away from. Do you want to go somewhere and everywhere you go, everybody trying to holler at your chick? And this motherfucker like, yo, she don't be playing that flirty shit. She'll be like, you see me with my man, don't be disrespecting us. And right, but why you putting y'all in that situation? Y'all not in the mall somewhere. Y'all not just chilling, taking a stroll. You are. Why are you always trying to take your friends somewhere? And then it's the type of thing where people plan vacations or something, right? Or like, yo, this weekend, let's go to do this and that. So they want to double, triple date and all that. And it's like, they don't be into that shit, right? But I'm going to tell you something, and people need to understand this, right? If you got a good woman and she's all about you, right? And you feel like you're good in her hands, cool. But if you got that woman that like attention and you, her, your partners, y'all chilling. Now, your woman is walking around with her thong on, her titties all out. Your friends are seeing this. Your homeboy done seen everything that you done seen. Them motherfuckers is looking at her like, God damn, I would fuck this shit out. All I need is for this nigga to not be home all night. That's all I need, bro. Yo, I bet you she like that too. I know she about that. This is what your so-called other homeboy that was there with you talking about. Yo, you see, yo, this bitch got a motherfucking thong, bro. Ass is God. Like, yo, come on, she ain't have to wear that, bro. You know she ain't do that for that nigga. She knew, like, yo, other niggas gonna be there. Like, and they start making this stuff up in their head, right? You got a chick that ain't with that, and then when y'all do go out, she don't even with. She be wearing like the tights. You know what I'm saying? Like she don't even be having her ass out. She tell him, no, that's only for your eyes to see. And you cheat on that, you fuck around and fuck that relationship up for some loosey-goosey bitch that's gonna motherfucking wind up cheating on you and leaving you anyway. Every one of these dudes done fucked up. Every time I hear women now talking about these no good niggas and this and this and this and that, it just makes me think, I know none of those women are like these women I'm describing. But for all of them that say that, right? For every good woman out there that feels turned off by what these women are saying, I feel you and I get it. I don't understand, though, how you as a man, and women do be doing that shit, talking about he boring, and same shit. The only thing that's different in that case is these women are still the same ones that want you to pay for everything, and they just sit back and look pretty and take you, that just gimme. That's the only difference. What I'm saying, because women that's not into that, like, why the fuck would you want, why would you want to swap that or fuck that up? And they all realize I fucked up. Now you done got 3-4 babies by this fucking loosey-goosey bitch, and she's out here talking about she hates you, she can't stand you, your father's a deadbeat dad, and blah, blah, blah. You can't even see your kids. Like, all this shit that's going on. You know how great you had it? Do you know how good things were? According to your own words, I got a good woman. They not coming to me saying, yo, I don't trust her, I don't know. No, you're telling me she's good. Let me tell y'all something. To the females, plain and simple, a female that stands on business that, no, my man comes first, right? It's about us. It's sad for any one of y'all that dealt with that, just like the good men that deal with these sorry, no good females. But you guys are so far and few that y'all do know it's hard for men to trust anything. Simply because they think somehow it's just going to end up being the worse for wear. I love a homebody female. And I'm going to tell you why. She wants to spend her quality time with you. You're too busy wanting to go flaunt yourself or whatever it is you got going on out with you, where you just want to be out in the public all the time. Y'all don't get that shit. You are literally trading housewives for thoughts. And they're not just housewives. They're your wives. They work. They're not just, no, they work and they want to contribute and they do. How the fuck do you trade that for some motherfucker that just want what you have? How? And how do you not see it? Ladies, if you are one of those women, you need to make it known when you first meet a man. Look, just so you know, I'm all about contributions. I'm about contributing. I'm about me and you. I don't want you to take care of me like I'm some kid and can't take care of myself. She said, if I ever felt on hard times and vice versa, we should be there for each other to make sure we're good. See, because all of that, through sickness and health, through better or worse, that's the part of the wedding vows that people just completely dismiss. They just go, it's a ritual. You didn't write it. You're just repeating it to get the ceremony over. But do you really think about it? Do you mean that? Y'all need to make that known right now. I don't care about your money. That's not what it's about. What we have it together. We'll do it together. I just want you to be there for me the same way I'm there for you. And my love is unconditional. If y'all sit there and hold back and don't say these things and just, you're trying to get a guy's attention, but you don't know how to go about it, yeah, that guy is not sure about you because they've been through so many bad relationships that they don't want to go through this again. But that's how we feel, the good men. Because the women that you thought were good, oh, she goes to church, she sings in the choir, oh, she goes to college, oh, yeah, okay, and nope, turns out, they're nothing like what you thought. You know, and you don't know what you get until you go get it, and then time goes by, and if y'all can look and say, damn, 10 years together, the sex is still strong, the attraction, everything, 20 years together, the sex is, everything. But it's so difficult, man. But I just wanted to make this video, man, because I've been noticing that. And then I just had a conversation today, too, where basically a guy, he just said, I don't know the guy that well. You know, I always run into him out here running errands and stuff, just bumping into him, restaurants, different places. And he said to me, man, he was talking about just how different things are now than when we was, you know, teenagers and all of that. And one of the things he said in the conversation, he said, man, I had a woman in my life that I feel confident that if I didn't fuck up, we'd probably still be together and still be happy. He said, I fucked that up so bad, man. He said, and he got 2 daughters. You know, I got sons. And he said, I tell my daughters, man, like, you know, just be careful. And I always tell them, it ain't about money, it ain't about material things. Like, you date a guy, be good to him, be there for him, because let me tell you, and this go for men and women. I know especially for men, because men have that protectiveness that, you know, you just like, you want that affection, you want that attention from your woman, you know. But he said that he told them, like, always just, you know, be there in their corner, do things with them. It ain't about give me this. He said, you know, I don't want them to be like these other women. I'm not raising them to be a bunch of thoughts just taken from people. I'm gonna tell you something, man. When you got love in your life, you feel like you can conquer the world. And I'm gonna tell you, when you're in a solid relationship, that's when you're the most productive. Because it's more than just you that you provided for, and it's things you want to do, and you want to put a smile on that person's face. But when you go to work and have a hard day, and you come home to love, that heals you. But when you go to work and have a hard day, then come home, and you don't even want to be home, you know, what do you have to look forward to? That's why people start giving up. You ever look at people, and you see, like, a motherfucker used to be clean cut all the time, dressed nice. Now all of a sudden you see the motherfucker, you got the same outfit on every time you see him, hair never done, just motherfucker just looking like bad. All of a sudden you start drinking. Yeah, they start going through it. And the more a person feel loved, that person will open up to you more. When you learn to listen and communicate and not try to just, you know, tell a person what to do and control people, but you just show that love. Stop trying to fall into the trappings of the world, trying to get into the mindset that everybody else has, and all the us women are this and that, or us men, no, just cool, relax. I'm not with other women, I'm with you. Right? You're not with other men, you're with me. Focus on me. My focus is you. And people forgot how to do that. And I just never understood how you can find a woman attractive. This woman is clean. She's down for you. I mean, everything. And then you telling me, yo, nah, this sex is incredible. This chick is blah, 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 this and that. And back to the homie that told me, he's like, yo, about how all of a sudden now his chick is all freaky. Like, she'll just come sit on his face. She just be talking dirty to him. And she's like, everything is just like, you know, then like, he's like, one night, I'm telling you, he told me one night she just bent over, like he was, you know, had her face in it, she reached back and spread her ass open, right? And then he said that he's back there like, she like, I don't feel your tongue, like just talking that, you know, yeah, just, and then all of a sudden he was like, yo, she wanted anal, yo, and all that. Now, I'm not asking this dude for his information, right? But I'm saying, and him telling me all that, he was so blown away, he was so mesmerized, like, but then it just gets to the point where, again, it's something about these dudes where I think, man, it comes to this, because this is my thing. I'm used to that shit where you wind up fucking 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day at times, and you just, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like, but you got this thing now where dudes be wanting their homies to come over, and they be trying to spend, like, the whole day with their homies. Then when they leave, now all of a sudden, or maybe now you want to go have sex, or you want to fuck with the lights off and all that. That's another thing I told him, start turning the lights on. Fuck in front of the mirror. Yeah, have her, make her look at you and her while you, yeah, all the faces, everything. You talk your shit so she can see you. Stop fucking in the dark. So all of these different things, he starts doing all this shit. But it's like, what's the problem? Because he went from that to like, damn, I fucked up. What you do? What you mean you fucked up? Yo, man, I fucked up. Yo, I fucked up, yo. Finally, he spits it out. Yo, my chick was trying to spend time with me, bro. And it's just like, which, bottom line, before I even say that, see, this was it's always going to be here to be taken for granted type of moment. His homeboy talked him into going to some strip club. He lied to her about where they going. He goes out, and they go, you know, fuck with these strippers. Yo, I'm tricking, yo, 50 for head, 100 to fuck, right? So, of course, that's the end of the day. So, now he's making all these lies up to her about where he's going, where he's at, what time, you know, all this shit. He goes out, he fucks this stripper chick, right? Him and his boy run a train on this chick, but somehow he gets this chick pregnant. At least that's what she says. Now he's scared, he's fucked up, and pretty much, right? He had to come clean about the shit, but he's thinking like, yo, she don't know where I live though, but what if I run into her and this and that? And, well, turns out that one day this motherfucker's at work, and guess who winds up fucking pulling up to where he work at? Well, at the end of the day, right, she telling him like, look, I'm gonna have this baby and this and that, and so you need to like come to these Lamaze classes with me, because you gonna be there to deliver when I'm not gonna be there by myself. You gonna be there. And like, she started giving him this attitude to let him know like, I'm not having this baby alone and this and that. And then all of a sudden, this motherfucker has to go and make it known that he cheated. That shit crushed her inside. She couldn't take it. She didn't know, you know. But it turns out that whether this chick was really pregnant or not, she told him she was having an abortion because she didn't feel like he was fit to be a father, and she just gonna be in a situation where she raising a kid by herself. She got a career, she take care of herself, and that, you know, basically, you know, now he done went and told on himself, and now the chick just couldn't deal with it. She couldn't see him the same. And here's what I'm saying. He even said, yo, this shit was crazy, because I'm fucking this bitch, me and my homie running the train on it and shit, yo. And I'm like, yo, like, be real with you, man. Even like when she was riding me, like different shit, like, yo, she wasn't even that good at sex, bro. It was just the fact she's a stripper, she got a fat ass and all that, but like, I said, plus you was doing some gay shit because y'all hit that shit raw, right? Yeah, and you and your homie in there, and your homie ain't your homie, cause your homie know that you, bro. How you get married? You with this one woman and your homie, they're trying to convince you to go fuck some stripper bitch. You understand what I'm saying? So that ain't really your homie. Y'all don't know how to choose friends. Y'all become friends for the wrong reasons. And it's your fault that you did what you did, because he can't make you do nothing. You chose to do what he asked you to do. But you fucked that up with the good woman from a fucking chicken head that claimed she was pregnant, scared you into going home admitting what you did, just to end up saying she having an abortion and you not fit to be a father and this and that, whatever. Yeah. So now your stupid ass is in the position you in. You still gonna go to the strip club now and have to see her up and then no. And he was just like, yo, damn, I fucked up, man. And she could never see him again. And he said after all that shit happened, all the sex, the things they was having and shit, he's like, it just stopped. She couldn't trust him no more. And he just fucked her trust up. And it just got to the point where he was like, man, like, he started drinking and shit, started doing all this kind of shit to calm his nerves, try to forget what he was doing and all of that. And then he ended up, talking to some girl and shit, man. And about 3 months went by. He said they hadn't had sex, and then he wound up fucking this chick. And he was so drunk, man. He said he went home one night. He said he don't even remember doing it. But according to him, the breakup came because he was like, I fucked 2 women. And I don't know why. I don't love them. But I thought you ain't love me no more. So now, you fucked 2 women. And basically, she wound up breaking up with him. But even when she broke up with him, it wasn't about her and another man. Most women would be, no, it wasn't even her and another man. She was telling him he needs to get help. He needed to go, what the fuck is happening to him? So he started really fucking himself up mentally because he felt really bad about what he did. But you had a woman that could sexually satisfy you, wanted to, participated in what you wanted. I mean, you guys, and they used to tell me, like, man, we be sit up there at home sometimes, we be playing Monopoly and shit. Like, he's like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo, she got me into board games and stuff, and we chilling. It's like, yo, it be fun, man. So, like, we had game night and everybody come through, and I'm like, it's something. Now, don't get me wrong, it ain't nothing wrong. You had your game night, you had times when you got relatives and friends come on. Okay, cool. But it's something about people that they always feel like, I think it's just this generation. You know why I say that? Because think about it. We grew up playing video games. We was sit on the couch next to each other playing games. Now everything got to be social. Everything got to be a grown-ass man with a big-ass head set on with fucking microphones talking to each other while they playing games. Everything got to be social, everything. Even the music, the movies, everything it has to be a social thing. Because on some of these apps, even when you're watching movies, you can sit there and text in your thoughts on the movie and all that. Motherfucker, I'm watching the movie. I don't want to be texting you, motherfucker. Like that's goofy shit to me. But this is like everything is social. So I feel like it's like one of these things. It's like it always got to be a bunch of people involved in something, or you just not having fun. So now what happens is you forgot how to be romantic. If you ever knew how, you forgot how to just be affectionate and just. Sometimes like when you and your woman just laying down, y'all just talking to each other, just and everything like. The kisses, the hugs, the embraces, just the staring in the eyes, just that vibe. The people don't know how to do this shit anymore. It just got to the point where we either fucking or that's it. And outside of fucking, we forgot how to value each other's time. So all our time is spent with everybody other than our significant other. So now, you know what nobody wants to hear when it's time to fuck? Man, I'm tired. Nah, fuck that. So you give quality time to everybody else and spare time now. And I feel like these guys lose their way. He definitely lost his way and lost a great woman according to him. But she just couldn't be with him anymore. And yeah, every single guy that has ever told me I have a good woman, you're admitting to me that I love spending time with her. She's there for me. She's the best thing ever happened to me. Especially when y'all say that. Then why are you cheating on her? You find her attractive, right? You say she's clean. She's always clean. She's constantly everything. She grooms herself with everything. She's not sitting up here digging in your pockets. She's not everything. And you fuck around with her, but that's what they do. They cheat on these women with the kind of woman that don't love them, that don't want to love them. All they care about is, nigga, what are you paying for? How much money you got? That's why? And to be honest with you, if that chick was really pregnant and got an abortion, that was her choice, right? In terms of him, he's not ready to be a father. And I think people are just too immature. And like, I see things like on a regular basis. You see things with now these mothers leaving their babies in trash cans. Like, fucking couple of guys then beat their kids, so the kid crying, father then beat the damn kid into comas and shit, killed their kids. Or what the like? I mean, this is the time we live in, bro. I mean, this ain't new. Shit like this has been happening, but it's like it's increased. Now it's just on a regular. Every time you turn around, some grown-up is brutalizing and taking the life of their own children. And a lot of times people just not stable in the mind. Obviously, how the fuck do you hurt a child? How? And this is what you guys are out here doing, though. I listen, especially in this day and time. This is as long as I've been alive, this is the worst era of time for dating. And you see that it's not much to choose from out here now. And if you are fortunate enough that you find a woman that's really about you, she don't care how much money you make an hour. She don't care. All she wants is to be loved by you and want you to love her the same. That's all she. And you worried about, oh, I'm bored because she a homebody. Man, please. Do you know how many motherfuckers be like, man, every time I turn around, my girl want to go out, man. Like, goddamn. Yo, we went to go eat the other night. Me, her friend, shit. I paid for, damn, man, I paid like $200 just for some food, bro. Then I had to fill my tank up. Then we got to drive her friend. Her friend was like 40 minutes away. Like, goddamn, bro. Every time I turn around, constantly spending. Yo, she don't know how to cook. I don't know how to cook, so we always ordering food. Yo, I be spending like $300 a week on food. Yo, then I gotta recoup. Yo, I be like broke as hell. Then I get my check. Yo, I gotta pay the car insurance. Damn, they turned the lights on. You got the lights turned back on. And that's what you traded in. You fucked up with a chick that you should have died with. One of y'all gonna die, but bottom to death do you part. But you fucked that up to be with somebody who you know don't love you, have no intentions on loving you, and only care about what they want. I don't understand this shit, man. Fellas, if you find a woman, especially now, and that woman is good to you, and I'm talking about you know, because a lot of times you think you know and you don't. A lot of times you see the signs, but you overlook them. I'm talking, no, this woman is showing you. She's showing you. And you decide, but she's a homebody. Okay, you want drama. You don't want peace. You're just like these toxic women that just want drama, and that everything is about them. You just want, I told y'all before, one of the dumbest lines I ever heard with that song that Omarion made, where he said that verse about something he said about, besides, who wants a girl that no dude chase? Are you shitting me, man? Are you shitting me? So, for your chick to be validated, everybody got to be chasing her. And remember, it was one of his own stablemates in his own group that was fucking his chick, right? And then after all these years, the dude apologized, but did it matter? No. Well, she was a loosey-goosey too. So, guess what? She cheated with him. She probably cheated with other people as well. But that line itself, like, wow. I think last year, was it? There was a female talking, and she was going and saying, like, if I were to do, like there's a guy, and nobody want this guy, and then he like me, like, hell no, I wouldn't date a guy like that. Like, shit, it's like everybody else don't want him, and I'm stuck with this guy. Hell no. So in other words, you only want this guy based on the fact of how other females feel about him. So if they don't want him, you feel like you settled down with a reject. Wow. So let's say you find him attractive. You know how they always talk about beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Well, so if you found him attractive and wanted to get to know him, how you feel about him, what does that have to do with the other females that didn't want him? Because the same way, I'm pretty sure every guy don't look at this same woman and think, damn, she's fine. There's somebody that find you unattractive. So imagine if he had the same mentality, right? Same shit. I am basing, I would base if I want this man or not based on if other women are turning him down, regardless to how he look or whatever. It's just the fact that even if I thought he was fine, if they turning him down, hell no, I don't want him. So you want drama. You want somebody everywhere you go. It's like, oh, they thirsting after my man, but I got it's like the immaturity in this era is so powerful. And it's so apparent. I don't want headaches. That's why when you hear people talk about, I like old, fat, ugly women because I ain't got to worry about nobody trying to take her. That's a motherfucker who's not really happy. He's just happy to be able to go home and stick his dick in something. Basically. So all that wild foreplay, all that kinky, yeah, hell no, that ain't happening. Just come home from work, bathe, or maybe not, slide in, done. Don't nobody want this ugly motherfucker other than me, right? That's not a happy person. You know what it feels like to watch your woman walk around naked and you just can't keep your hands off her? She can't keep her hands off of you. You turn around and say something, she over there in the closet doing something, bending over, and you, damn it, you just slide up in there and y'all just start fucking in the closet, or you just, that whole, it's like, damn. This is why dudes be needing Viagra and all that, really. Because they be with a woman to the point where they don't get along no more, they're not attracted to each other anymore. Because notice, I remember some shit came on MTV. This is a long time ago though. But regardless, and this motherfucker doctor was like, a lot of men that come to them, he's like, it's not that they really need Viagra. They just don't get turned on by the person that they're with anymore. And they had people, I remember they had this something where they went out to some strip club or something, and all the dudes that was coming to get Viagra, why is it none of them had a problem that night? All of a sudden the erection was just automatic, like, oh shit. And I think what happens too, yeah, because it's like, damn, it's just the person you with. What happens when you're faithful, and I'm gonna tell you something, man, this could be detrimental to, like, physically, this can help it happen to people. When you're faithful, you're so locked into one person that their scent turns you on. Their touch, their voice, the facial expression, everything. It's like you you know what it feels like? Y'all ever saw the movie Avatar? How they take like those tentacles and like connect it to like their hair. They just like, they become one. It's like, of course, excuse me, that's just a movie. But I'm saying, like, it's like you just feel like that connection is just like, you're really just one. If that person betrays you, and you get to the point where, like, you just don't want to do this all over again, you usually don't trust, you feel like no matter what woman I meet, I just feel like somewhere some bullshit gonna happen. That can happen to you, to where sex don't even matter to you no more. You really just get to that point. But what happens is you start being around certain people and they get your attention, and then you realize, like, but then that you like what you see, and you might even want to move to make, but then it's just like, nah, same shit going in. That happens to people. But if you find somebody and things are working the way it's supposed to, I'm telling you, it's the fear and the lack of trust, and it just turns you off. And it's like, man, you don't want to be bothered. And the best thing that can happen to people that go through that is that if you do find somebody, that person really is just there for you like they're supposed to be. Because that's really the only way. Everything is just natural. And that connection with that person is what gets you going. That's why if you ever hear a person say, they're like, yo, such and such want to fuck, but she ain't home, but yo, such and, it's like, nah, it ain't about such and such. It's like, you just want that one person. It's all just about that one person. And that's why that shit becomes detrimental to people that are really true and honest and down to earth, because it just fucks you up inside. It just fucks you up inside, man. And it's like, you know, you just get to that point. So when you find a person that is really in your corner, man, cherish that person. It's your duty to cook, to clean, to pay bills, to keep food on the table together. It's your duty to fuck your wife, fuck your husband. It's your duty to make each other happy. And somewhere people just put the limitations. I'll do this, but not that. Nigga, you're gonna do that. I'm not doing that. And is that what y'all want? I know you sitting up here with this new chick, pissed off, miserable, and in your mind you pictured everything that you did not appreciate in that good woman that you had. I don't understand this shit, man. It's one thing for a person to go through some bad experiences and like this person is just not a good person and not there for you. I get that. But we're not talking about that. Once again, we're talking about this is a good woman. Yo, she is. But somehow I'm going to find a way to fuck that up because I want drama. Man, y'all better smarten up, man. You know, talking to that brother the other day, man, when he said what he said to me about how I had a good woman, man, and I fucked that up. And he said, I believe the type of person she is, man, if I didn't fuck up, we'd be together right now. And case in point, you know, his 2 daughters, it's like, that's the thing. He still hasn't been with the woman. He's still, you know, so all these years, I don't know if he's been fucking around and dating, but I mean, like, he doesn't have a steady. And that's the point, what I'm saying. It's like, yo, you get to that point, you fuck something up and you know you fucked up. Come on, man. This woman ain't giving you no reason to look at her sideways or nothing, to think anything, and you just go fuck that up for something that's just not worth being with, man. You know how you feel. You made time for this woman. Now, it's one thing, even if you meet a woman and you're single and it turns out that she ain't shit, y'all go through hell. Yeah, it's still fucked up. But when you had a good one and now you sitting up here in court and this bitch is over here lying on you, this bitch is over here trying to make bad things happen. Like, what? How the fuck do you cope with that? How do you not get mad and kick yourself up your own ass? How you don't take the heel of your foot and just kick yourself as hard as you can in your ass? Because think about it. You had what most women and men dream of. A beautiful relationship. And you knew you had it. You admitted it. You acknowledged it. Somehow it just wasn't good enough for you. What the fuck was missing from your life so bad that you had to actually go from having a great life to a fucked up life? Man, let me tell you something, man. When I hear a woman say, I don't care how much money you make, what we have is what we have. We will make it together. I'm here for you. I love you. You understand what I'm saying? We will make everything work. When I hear that, that's like, what? But then on the flip side, you got these guys that's bitching about these women. All they want is to use you and this and that and all that, right? Now, if you never had a good woman, then you don't know what it feels like. But if just the fact that you don't trust these women and you don't want to be around them, okay, cool, we get it. But every time I turn around, man, it's even like the other day, some video popped up and this chick was playing a prank on her man. He come busting in the room, and I'm like, now the chick is sitting there playing a prank on him, but she's sitting up here with a thong on and her damn bikini top. Why are you filming yourself in your fucking thong and bikini top? And then she does these little haul videos and all, and he knows this shit, right? So I'm like, this is what you want. But you had a woman, just say, for a guy that had that woman that's like, no, this is just for your eyes only. But now you got the one that she's showing her titties and ass on the camera. She's being seductive. Like, why do women make videos and sit there flicking their tongue out and pretending that they sucking dick and all this kind of stuff, but they're with you? So I'm in a relationship, but I'm living like I'm single because I do what the fuck I want. You have no say-so. You will never be happy with a person like that. The younger you are, the more naive you are. You don't realize long-term this shit gonna come to an end. I would never, ever, ever have a great relationship and trade that for a piece of ass that just doesn't matter. Ladies, where y'all at? Y'all gotta stop being so silent. One of the reasons that most people get to the point where they just have sex and don't want to commit is because they're sick of the fucking headaches. They don't want the problems. They don't want no strings attached. That's what ends up happening. The problem, though, again, the big mouth ladies is always the ones talking. The men don't really have much to say. You have a few people, some guys who will speak up that have like a YouTube channel or something like that, podcast, and they will say things about these diamond digging women. But overall, what I'm saying is the inability to be able to get a man and a woman to truly love each other and be there for each other in a relationship, in a meaningful relationship. Who the fuck don't want to come home to outstanding sex? Who doesn't want to come home to beauty, to love, to comfort, to a clean house, the smell of good cooked, like really good cooked food? Who don't want that? Who don't want to come home to a nice hot bath? Nah, she gonna jump in the jacuzzi with you. Y'all, you understand? Who don't want that? Who? I think any dude, man, like to be asleep and all of a sudden your shit rock hard. You wake up and that's how your chick wake you up. She down there just sucking the fuck out. Who don't want to wake up to that? Who doesn't want that? This generation is too immature for that too. Because, I don't know, it's just something about your attention has to be given to something or somebody else other than just like y'all don't know how to embrace and y'all don't know how to really just comfort each other. I mean, even like in the morning, motherfucker wake up, make some tea, make some grilled cheese or something, some sliced fruit or something, and y'all just sit down and have a little quick breakfast or something. Just little things like that. Just little things like that. Nah, everything now is just like, I get so turned off, man. I like, okay, first of all, nothing was gonna happen. But I just think this shit is funny. There's a woman call herself having a crush on me, right? And her conversation, nothing was gonna happen anyway, like I said. But this is what she was saying to me though. These fucking people like really piss me off. I went down to this office for some shit, and they told me that I had to be there at 8:30. I get there like 8:15. So I go in. They're telling me I gotta fill out all this paperwork. I fill out the fucking paperwork, right? Oh my God. That is one of the biggest turnoffs. When you say that shit, I'm like, yeah, you one of these drama queens. I can't stand that shit. Oh my God, right? So she's like, and I sit there, I fill out the paperwork. So I take about a little under 10 minutes to fill out the paperwork. I turn the paperwork in. This bitch is going to sit here and go, okay, take a seat, we'll call you. And I'm like, how long am I going to be? She's like, ma'am, I don't know. I forgot what the fuck it was, right? But then she goes, they call me about 15 minutes later, and I go up to the desk. She's like, asking me all of these stupid questions, and and this is right. So she's saying this, then she's talking about when she finally saw the person, they talked, the conversation was probably 2 minutes, so I wasted all that time sitting there for this and this and this, and yada yada, right? Now, this woman talked for about 15 minutes about that one incident. And I'm just looking at her, right? And I said, so out of your entire day, is that the highlight of your day? That's all that happened? I mean, no, but like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's like, God, oh my God. And I'm like, oh, wow. I can only imagine what it's like being around this every day. Nothing positive to say, nothing good. You're harping on something that happens, earlier that day or yesterday or whatever the fuck it was. But bottom line like this, so nothing happened since then that's worth that put a smile on your face. Nothing. And this is what I'm telling you. So if you just go with, she likes you, okay, so what? I don't like what I saw. Like her attitude, her personality, like she might have nice things about, I don't know. But I can see, I just like, no, nothing was going to happen regardless. But what I'm saying, just seeing the negativity. Like, she didn't even try to, like, you know what? I like this man. right? I'm attracted to this man. I want to talk to him about this bullshit. Nothing. So nothing pleasant came out of her mouth about anything. Everything was focused on. So what was I supposed to do? Yeah, I had a fucked up day too. Let me tell you what happened to me, right? And I'm just like, now, check what happens. A guy she used to date, they live on the same street. Her ex, they live on the same street. So one day, like, he goes to the mailbox, right, to get his mail, and I'm there. And I remember him saying, like, yeah, man, he said, I wish my parents knew enough to prepare me for this kind of stuff, because we never had them father-son talks, or just like my mom, like we never had these, like, man. And he told me same thing, like, oh, they met in church and this and that. He said, man, this woman is like the biggest hypocrite. He said, all this shit, he's like, man, excuse my language, all this bitch want to do is argue. It's like she lived to argue. She's not happy if she's not arguing, right? And then he said, if she kill me, walk around that long ass sweater looking like my damn math teacher. You know it's funny, because a lot of them teachers used to do that back in the day. Yeah, so you get cold in the room, they had them long sweaters on with the little belt on the waist and shit. Man, be squeezing at the top trying to stay warm. And he just had me laughing with that, because he said that's what she be doing, right? He's like, that's all she do. He's like, I swear, he's like, yo, Aries, I swear. He said, man, it's like something could happen 8 o'clock in the fucking morning. Her whole mindset is, as soon as I come home, and I usually get home between 5 and 5:30, he said, as soon as I come home, she just can't wait to start an argument with me about something that happened this morning. And it'd be some silly shit. Like, man, he's like, I can't. He said, so what happened one day? He said, the house he lives in is a 2-family house, right? And he said that, they were like, you know what, man, this is like the split side. He's like, I knew, like, this shit ain't gonna work. So he said once he got the, because the house that they were in, she was there before him, so he had moved in with her. And he said that when he went and got that vacancy, and he said when he moved in, that's what he told her. He's like, because if I'd have told her, she'd have argued and probably tried to stop me from leaving. He's like, so yeah, he's like, when she went to work, he was like, I just, I saw her shit. I just took my clothes, whatever belonged to me. He was like, and I got in. He's like, so I get my own furniture, everything I had to do. He's like, and I told her, I moved out. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. He's like, she didn't know where I was. He said, and I just told her, he was on the phone the whole time. She had no idea. He's like, what? I see your car. Where are you? And he's like, look, don't worry about all of that. And basically, he said, the bitch is smart though. He said, because she walked down the street, was literally looking in my window to try to see if she see me. He said, I'm in there laughing. Then I'm like, what the fuck am I hiding for? He's like, fuck. He's like, because I had to put blinds up, and I had the 2 windows I didn't have blinds up yet. He's like, and I had the lights off. He said, but I'm looking like, look at this motherfucker. And she walking around, and like, where are you at? And this and that, whatever. And he says, like, look, I gotta go. I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right? And so he hung up, and he said she just kept calling, sent him like 50 text messages. Now imagine being with somebody like that. And he was just like, wow. So even if I didn't know those things, nothing was going to happen regardless. But the point, what I'm saying is, let's say if I didn't, and I was one of these people, and I just jump at it because, oh, she liked me, okay, cool, right? And I know the first thing people will say is like, damn, she pretty though. She got a big titties, big, god damn, that motherfucker thick. Look at her pretty feet and all that. Yeah, but he was like, nah. And then he even told me, he said the crazy thing is, he said, now a lot of people do this. You look at a person and start imagining, what you think type of, like, I do this, I do that. He was like, yo, when it comes to sex, man, the lights are always off, man. She just lay there, try to cover her face with the pillow. It's like she don't just, it's like, man, it's just nothing there, right? So I'm sitting here like, yo, he telling me all this shit, but bro, let me tell y'all something. Again, if you got a good woman and you're saying you have a good woman, you're not saying nothing negative about her, she gives you no reason to think nothing negative, and especially when the test of time with all these years and she's the same thing, the same enthusiasm, you guys are still there. She pick you up when you down. You pick her up when she's down. Why would you, why? What else do you need? You know what's really sad about that too? Is because even if you had that type of relationship, like, man, this is my soulmate. Like people love to say, right? And she's my everything. All it takes is somebody to come along that got way more money than the both of y'all. Offer himself to you or herself to you, however, and y'all would leave. And baby, I hope you understand. I love you, but this is, I mean, this is life-changing money, and baby, I love you. I don't, yeah. Y'all would do it just to end up screwing your life up, and then realizing I had a good woman. Hey, let me tell y'all, man. I know so much about different things. I learned from listening to people talk as well, man. I that's how I learn. Observation, having these conversations, and just even experience things I go through. It's like you really understand. Like, damn, this is something that just happens. It's not just a few people. No, these are things that happen regularly. Man, there is no way. You got to be an absolute fool to have somebody that loves you like that and is down for you like that, and you're bored because they're a homebody. They don't want to be all out on the road all the time and all over. You want to travel here, there. Then you're always bitching about money. When you got one that just want to spend, you complain. I just think it's something about people that they just want to complain about something. I don't know if they think it make them sound cool. I don't know what it is, but 99.9% of the conversations I hear come from people are always just negative shit, just complaining about things, and there's never anything that can happen during the course of a day that's worth talking about, only the negative things. And we're not even talking about the day-to-day racisms and hate crimes and all that. We're talking about just simple stuff. I went to McDonald's. I told this bitch I wanted a large shake. Why this bitch didn't give me a straw? Oh my God. I was like, I'm gonna curse this bitch. Shit like that. It just be like, wow. You ever heard those conversations? And then somebody, girl, I know. Tell me about it. Shit, the same thing happened to me the other day. I'm like, bitch, if you don't put napkins in this motherfucker, I'll mollywop your ass, bitch. And you just like, whoa, damn. Bring it down. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. You know how many times I went somewhere and they ain't have a straw? Circle the block. Excuse me, sweetie. Yeah, could you give me a straw? Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. It's no problem. Hey, enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much, sir. Enjoy the rest of your night. This and this. Right? What? Damn. I'm gonna come back. Yo, where the fuck is my straw? Y'all always do this shit. Yo, get that shit together, my nigga. I pay for this shit. Like, it's not that serious. In closing, let me say this. It takes 19 muscles in your face to smile, 43 to frown. Why do people choose to frown so much? Let that sink in. Catch y'all on the next video.